Hello, and welcome to James Leslie's Express Lane Reviews, where we get you in and out as fast as possible. Recently on Steam, they had a sale. Included in that sale was Quake 1 and Quake 2. I played the first Quake was the first PC game I played that wasn't, Solitaire or Minesweeper. Before then, it was Atari, it was Nintendo, it was Super Nintendo. And then, I got into 3D gaming with Quake. I got into the first-person shooter, the blood and gore and violence with Quake. I missed out on Wolfenstein, I missed out on Doom, but with Quake, OMG. I know there's a lot of kids out there going, but the graphics! You kids, no, you just don't understand. Back in my day, a pixel was the size of a block of cheese on the Atari, right? You don't understand. That for, this time it was like, oh my god, these are amazing, it's 3D! Or the first time an ogre fired a grenade and hit a fiend, and the fiend attacked the ogre. I'm like, I've never seen that in a video game before. That is amazing. It's mind-blowing. So I know a lot of you kids, they get hung up on the graphics or whatever, but you didn't need graphics for Quake. You didn't need graphics for the games back in the day. You just needed gameplay and fun. Nowadays, it's like, oh, well, this game would have been 10 out of 10, but the graphics weren't very good. What was a good story? Oh yeah, it was an amazing story. 12 out of 10 story. What about the gameplay? It was the greatest, most fluid gameplay I've ever had. What about the audio? Audio was superb. It really made you feel you were there. Well, then why aren't you giving it a 10 out of 10? Well, the graphics were only like 6 out of 10, so that makes it negative 2 out of 10 for me. These kids that are so spoiled nowadays. You don't understand what it's like to have your mind blown by something like Quake. And then, of course, Quake 2, which will be playing behind me. This is from me playing. Totally different story. The only thing that Quake and Quake 2 have in common is the name of the company that made it. Other than that, they have nothing in common. But still, a great game. The first one had a storyline, but no. The second one had a great storyline. We're invading a planet like this. They attacked us, so we're sending troops in ourselves to attack them at their planet when they were waiting for us. They're at the landing zone. Thankfully for your character, one of the other pods hit yours and you got knocked off course. So instead of landing in the zone where the aliens were waiting for you, you landed way off base. And so now it's you against the entire planet. You got different missions, you gotta shut down their defense gun, you gotta shut down the one electric grid, their security grid, there's stuff you have to do,
I gotta figure out what the Chico's
this was I had this before Half-Life 1, so I hadn't really had a first-person shooter game with this kind of storyline with an actual oh wow, the story's developing. Wow, this is really cool, in this style of game. God, I loved it. Still do. And I'm still amazed when I'm playing the first Quake, how do I remember that secret? How do I remember to go there and do this? How does my brain retain this information to do this stuff on a game I haven't played in easily 10, 15 years? Wow. But they're on Steam. Get them. I actually found my original Quake and Quake 2 disc. Tried to play them, and my piece is yeah, that's not going to happen, buddy. But when you get them from Steam, they work. Amazing. Get them. I know, graphics, wah, but ignore the graphics. Focus on the gameplay. Focus on the story. Focus on the fun. Definitely get these games. Get them, get them, get them. And as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.
So you found it.